That the SIM card registration exercise and I shall say October Busumia da Ozinkan them TBB Biara Etienne Kano say Enya and share process nasa I don't know any consumer director consumer and corporate affairs Mrs. Nana Defi Bedu and any church komo ha also part one no of the step and the whole process is very important and all that you need to do is just dial star 404 hash on your network in Voda MTN and Airtel Tigo. I was the starter process now. The following details na ebobo say in your starter process by dialing star 404 hash and your dial on the pay and Ghana card PIN number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex as in not a reaning in our and Zama enumia mabubozini. A via a benya code. Now on an ezebako nearest mobile network agent and ask the customer care center for your biometric details to be captured and to Masena Ashan and so as the ama. So from the 1st of October 2020, all SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. And if you do not have the Ghana card yet, contact your nearest NIA office to get yours. And failure to register your SIM card will mean that you will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card. So to register, you dial star 404 hash and follow the prompt. And when you dial star 404 hash, you will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card. One, the Ghana card PIN number, the surname, first name, date of birth and sex, and then you receive a code which you will present to your nearest mobile network agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. And don't forget to get your digital address before you visit your agent or customer care center. But in case you are facing any challenges, you just have to call your service provider on 100, that is 100. Or you can also visit National Communications Authority, their website, www.nca.org.gh. You can also call their toll-free number on 02, 0800-110-622 yes, so you just do that and you are good to go. Let me also remind you that the Cape Coast, the Technical University Cooperative Credit Union, on the 20th of October, annual general meeting will be coming up. So eligible members, yes, only eligible members, duly registered members are eligible to attend this annual general meeting. So please take note. Yes, so let me remind you that we will be hosting the President of the Republic, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, here live from the Cape Coast Technical University Eagle FM studios, and also will be stations such as ATL FM Cape Coast, Bankam FM, Osipam FM in Winneba, NAP Radio in Asimfosu, and Benya FM in Elmina will be picking the feed live. And so in case you just tune in, let me use this opportunity to say welcome home and stay, because we have so much to offer you this morning. And now from you, is your car's interior color becoming pale due to heat from the sunlight? Are you suffering from heat in your car? Would you like to stop spending so much on your car's engine due to heat from the sun? Do you also want to beautify your compound? If your answer is yes, then you need Nyaku's Canopies Quality Car Shade Tent with a blend of unique skills and quality materials, which comes in various colors. Not only protect your car, but beautifies your compound as well. And so Nyaku's Canopy is calling all organizations, schools, churches, hospitals, guest houses, individuals for all your canopy work, store, shades, and maintenance. And there are single, double, and multiple rooms. Now, goods purchase will be transported across Ghana. So you can make your order now. Locate Nyaku's Canopies, head office at Orchaso, on the Takoradi Highway. Also at Interbeting Junction, Pedu. They have a branch in Takoradi, adjacent to Benu Heba Clinic. And in Takwa, opposite to Yuma School, you find in Nyaku's Canopy. So just call 02447311047. 02447311047. Nyaku's Canopy, a home of quality canopy. And Tiabamo Kwan Unity for Ajishidon, Abra Ghana a man paying Nana other Dankwa Akufo-Addo Osha na proper assay. Our 50 mantum and death. Na me pada me bisa wo expectation and in your day. Even as in the airship you na the airship kwan. The Ghana man paying the Obabakan sa. Onye and the battery ho on common. Yensen Como L 0206685271. Yenyan and the Oba Commission now I inspect project Aurora Kodo L 50 Manton. Ordinary Jim Cape Coast Technical University ha Eagle FM Hadi Sabia Afe narrator as a make the in the Ghana man pinion Obopem L 50 ha. Oh yeah, Cape Coast Technical University Ministry of Education Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training Project Afrowa Orkodo Ewosiepomaha Ozinenya Becha na Wabeshe za Orkodo Ewofi Siepomaha Engineering Laboratories Afrowa a big project Afrowa We are bro oba abenimo wetum na wezin hujuma Mr. de Yasho ana yameso call 0206685271 also the 0209485915 yan kasa ewo Africa see you do ya crowded ever for call okay yan first caller hello good morning in Pocho was in the baby a friend fee Pocho Monko
Yeah, but I'm going to go back.
Okay.
For mine, I'm putting the one kind of make that down. One make down one. We'll make sure that we'll make my partner. I'm going to do that. More yet to my different tax office. Instead of my penny or currency, Sunday was 1 year. We were office. I want to come correct. They will go. I'm going to that when you're the daddy. People know to abandon. People don't know what to abandon. Obi no opportunity to win him, but when you man are penny, very well come correct. Say, Busapeni, we have Busapeni, we have Bushem. According to say, welcome correct.
Okay. Okay, that's your for another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, Pacho was in baby a friend fee. Okay, Pacho Monko.
Pacho, what's the man? Mahama, Stadium. Kotokraba na commander nti ama ma NDC kono dem project ya Mahama ye no ama ma NDC fu go a de bia wo kan de dem adi ne wa ye ai Akufo-Addo na NPP say ade pa na wa ye ma keke sa wo ndo ye project na bio they send the on year big project prima and ye nti badama na wo kasa wo di tianti so de oba o ka chen na o ji bibia na o chem hon takama that's it.
Yeah, that's it, Papa. Pade Efre. Yeah, for another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Auntie Barbara.
Pacho was in the baby a friend fee. Okay.
Pacho, me Tiago go for us now. I mean, ma asana let's say I'm paying Wabi. They did to me na Udu Wujuma. Only there, what you can. All projects are Kodo. Oh, the government cinema hano. The chief executive will know about and by the after what you are confirming. The best said there, I'm playing on flat, chief executive and the starter or in Casaba Papa. They were going into tomorrow. Mama on top of them a last 4 years or office or Shagama. They were about to have an answer. Abandama, meaning to Jobacati. Let's tell you, I'm paying so now so good because I got right. Look at the joke. Because I put to look at the go. Ghana Petroleum Authority. Oh, Shannon, you want to cut that? Now, everything is
okay, yeah, that's it. Throw more before first maybe. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
morning. Pocho was in a baby a friend fee. Okay, I'm for caller for. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
And Pocho was in a baby a friend fee.
Mediane Asha Khalifa, the taxi driver.
Okay.
Fantastic. Our president, Obama studio, all right. And to me, the question I mean, you're going to remember Busan Pan says, I'm more land to open the face to someone like to keep Busanum. Yeah. Now, by the vice president, ever catch the keep Busman say, obviously, Hampo, and an airport, Eddie Amaya. Now, what is development about that one? Because
okay.
After you who say about almost 22 years, you who say, and that one district, one what and what no, a district blue, I mean Sangari, a not pencil, Anna, a nagu, or what do you call it, the company nagu, and to a debate and obey a revival that company, because a lot of people are really working there, not agree. Everybody part of it to be I had a company because I was also meeting this every ship. Now one is one but you and I also check now all to see what the various kept saying need one and also basically my analysis.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Fine. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
But what you was in the baby a friend fee? Okay, what's your uncle?
Madam, all the time, mobile, you want about it. Nobody made you know, the guy dead and I couldn't. Now, look at empty season. You may be away one thing, one cry. Welcome there.
Jaru, but I share expectation. Yes, show expectation. It's our earphone, your function, Chana.
Okay, more than I do about the urban center because you can do my own work. You could my first could take a maybe one could see for it. Let's see, I just good or to see upper emission card on my contract one more now. They do there. What to see almost now in you. Quite a way and so me, not come out more than I want to know in asphalt on family.
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's honorable Jarum Pochasi. I am Polybium, yeah, technical university. Yeah, that's it, Papa. Hello, good morning.
Many of them are watching a permitted then.
Unfortunately, Yamina didn't also a permitted then.
Dominion Piboni, I say, when you bear my coffee, one mechanics, my son.
Okay.
Many of
Papa.
My end done on man playing another Dankwa Akufo-Addo. See, I dare your Brema could do for one sensuman sana, Waham. Yabe Nejuma Pa, Obe Wababa ye. Mindam, you look at say about 10 in Kankanan, watch your one to ma. Do cook an Abra market, but don't go me. Now what an answer, a humble from Marco school. Another Dankwa Akufo-Addo to me deliver Obadana Simamati. What would you Wama way so take course in quantum pan? Another Dankwa Akufo-Addo Jenny, Yanama, Menoma, one now quantum pando. And I mean, you look at say from Palais Junction, Cookasi Dankwa Krum, Quantata, what site, Ollie, Obadana Simamati.
Okay, and Pocha, I am nature Chada Kakaza, nature for course.
Wama way so. Nasa bunny, well to one man toy, you to me factory. Our pineapple fruit juice, waha. Mandam, you look at say, echo, a kunfi, a toma, and Bebuna what it through when you do my yet. Another Dankwa Akufo-Addo with the man can't show, or your bema papa, and so bad than a sumum. Now on ye Jumapa, breaking 18 so, over to my Jumama Ghana for when you're not home for so, but that's it.
That's it, Papa. There, it's me free. Mr. Also, but to my friend 02066852271. Hello, 02066852271. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Unfortunately, within a baby, Yaminado, within a baby, fan fee. Okay. Okay, Pacha.
Yeah, what about the work of Coco? You could say, so French for a mamma to me, I would not say. Now, I think what was it? What do you know? Now, because they do it, and then, Oba, majority you know it's man saying you make it possible to na mun ya fe no ko ka hen efra akada ba me effort na yin wait na je o ka won sama isi aka mra ki na odi na yin so we ya politics yo dem nyina o yan what you want you put papa so say ya papa na ya u papa ko dey yo man papa wo sta on the on the check ka ko ma say ya o me so it's a possible ya send the o ka papa ka ka ai ko ni abu ge they don't all is ma they don't all is ma.
Yes, yeah, that's it, Papa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But what you're using a baby a friend fee? Okay.
Hello.
What you're yet to Monko?
Yo, I'm Monko Matamada. Major, man, a Tunqua. Yeah, a whole lot from. Yeah, mom. Video, yeah, one is one tenant. Answer here, no, I'm a proper food view. Now, I'm paying no one cost, now I'm done. Okay, Rabba. Oh, yeah. You chat and now what about me? You won't put proper down where every footballer I will call her. Oh, you would have. One kind of call where you go, you special every to power, one word, man.
Bad in Pochawa Humanakasa and away from 0206685271. Ebatum na fre and also befre was 0209485915. Aha Eagle 87.7. Na Cape Coast Technical University. Yesha Yersumadi Shedominar Sumpa. Abraya Wana in Uganda man pinyin na other Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Yanyan Agyapong Komo and Joda Anape Abra Orisha na probase wo Fifi Manton and Kwado. Na to the moment my yan inteno. A project ahrowa or kodo ewosu pomaha ozinenya beche honom ozinenya akakoshe yina yin de afi biara Ghana mampenya zash azaka nentote ho de ontina ne office ho another ontina abankasim ho na de bi on trend over report otumbre no na nkase besan fom fante baka de besan daze na wa baboshe djuma ahrowa na so before another ne ministers no was wo to hanam ozinenyi aboshe zosa de otu hanam also do think of and the man face one as some so obession wayendam. Ena Ozi Ebepu and Nususando and then Jude, or shall now provide say our 50 months on the Yesha, or the Panawachim Kono, Ashanti region, East regions in Enya Honum, Yesha, Ghana man paying fee as fee Asha Sazi, Aya Anotono, or Zako, Mbia, Micha regions, Avu be prayer, and Kakaka Krano, 16 regions in Narano, or Nini Nara Kakaka. Na Aya the penny as a 50 mantum and an unquado yershe and Jumezi Ahua or the Nenima, also Zinenia Betcher or Ministry of Education, or Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Project Ahua, why Ewo Shepoma, Cape Coast Technical University. Na Afe or Zinenia Betcher. Oga Traditional Council na oze nenimu sam as a crackatcher and penny for honum na on you one Agyapong komo the massey and until Zinia Betcher or ye asin not asin breku a futu kwa in ascent for so na yasha Winnie ba gomua nan kwa de meche fifi man to ma problem oye baby na oye ne nije de ende orisha se e was your pomo ha zaye be saying the wo expectation even as in a rishe enyi kwan another even as na other wakoma de pede enemy freedo nanka on man penyin abra orite yani e pede as if freedo na as monan ana e catchern e fan fifi man to numpuntu enane kanko on na yereje e was 0206685271 and sound yashe enkoma chichen aso hantim so baby bia obia yekrado de ende anopay yen nyinara jume yerizi ears album na mada obi bia ansase dan anopay one mam akwenya wanada roma wo honti na yasi wo haye sum hu nyina sompa ATL FM Cape Coast over feeding live the Masna Bankam FM Jokwa ena Osipam FM Winiba Nap Radio wa Asinfosu ena Benya FM ewo Elmina wunyinara over fun live na baby ewo biara no wato apeti honum yeke say so university your website wo meche Cape Coast Technical University your website echo www.cct.edu.gh no so be fun live or 0206685271 23 after 9 ebetum na afrena bibia oche wajen ana bibia pedenum if we do ezemona yen man penyane kachen yen man penyino yemo akonya. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Barbara.
Mopacho within a baby friend fee.
But you because if you do so many educated carpenter, but you magic says I'm a man paying there. Commander ship factory no. Say why in the private simple? Yeah, that's there. I'm paying a Lancaster country. In Pokuno and private sector there. Mumma Busume Basa. You go from the when you're doing Madame Casso, the Busume Basa no. Shana Sachi Juma. Not maybe when you're doing yes, I'm paying so good. Educated carpenter magic saying, break up the factory on farmer, Madasi.
Papa, there it's in friend. Hello, good morning.
Good. Okay.
Hello, Nyamena do Pacho Monko.
Hey, Mother saying that Obinum Kade NTP, ye NTP Uncle. You go, Puntu Ahin or Rokodo and say, share a offender. The one district, one factory. People see a war, soap factory waha. But we found in what kind of one. It doesn't think that the buyer factory po moaye. It's in picture on my paying back. On my name one bago. Now on Bamada na Iguaya and Puntu Yachel. First capital the state was Ghana. A bay. That's it.
That's a papa opinion there, frame. So also button now for 020-6685-271 and also the 020-9485-915. Ebetim na fre Eagle 87.7. The master Facebook here, Chegu Live, Echo, other social media handles in and live. And we permanently make Facebook na comment and inputa. Yen it for was it amane another was a for him so yakin can be na yazi ama home. Baby will be a momo achina momo kwaba. Mazoba Eagle 87.7 or Cape Coast Technical University. Ian yim that ended dano and Honorable Ernest Atta or Assembly woko no confirmation. Yen until the chaos kakrasi but ni uncle Viano Honorable Ernest Atta Odin Kunyim and the Yakase today wa confirm na Aranian. And the enemy free the man it's your question kokra and the ano pay baby or piano. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mopocho was in the baby a friend fee.
Kumi UCC.
Okay, Pocha Monko.
The Canada man paying us, then the Waba Council or Keku Technical University. Now, ordinary days I do one, or what I do, or the Tanka Invest or done the Tanka Invest. Yet the Nazi. Now, I took a friend there. Your son, Hen Airport. Now, friend, Abona okay no yehu essentially no abobwe was 2024 na beto me da one.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's it, Papa. The fray 0206685271. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Apumwe.
Mpocho Yamina do who's in the baby a friend fee?
From Malik, Makasati, Kosibra.
Okay.
The Pelamka, Commander Sugar Factory.
Okay.
Commander Sugar Factory. Although when you are butter, Yazmanana. Because once why you know, although you are butter, because already Nankasano, NDC phone and try there, why the Sugar Factory. I want in Yimpa, is a cover. Atibida. In Yimpo, is a cover. Let me tell by anybody in Yimpa. Naka Sugar Factory, in the Ashe. No, I got sugar or baby. Was that when was it? Commander Sugar Factory no idea. I'm a lemon brother CCR or more Commander Sugar Factory. Not to my friend now we pisan. There what switch to water page Commander Sugar Factory why should go order. Mamma brother please or use more or come more repairs at this man. You see, enjoy a more dark with some trend. It's woman young your man at a time. Non yard in ye man. Ne guafu e bianin yedman e guafu na kasa regular guafu o pejuma sister. E guafu no wa ye juma. the occasion, Abba. Why any food? Why any t-shirt? Why any cup? Why any watch? Nine? Why you maybe? No, so I know about Abanisombo. About why that? About not too much more because call you more. What can you start? Vetima, the can you call you my and you frame couple in the demo can the ah, Mamusha Munko Yuma. Now what we want to do?
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it, Papa. Minim research a cray who the Cape Coast of your homepage. Anyway, I'm not so not your chair. 0206685271 and also the 0209485915. Mr. Friend in your hotel will line it as I may him and Motiviani of a phone call 0206685271 and also the 0209485915. Aha, yeah. Eagle 87.7. Now, Masters Radio Academy and Masters Radio School in main country the work home PM. Now, this time round it was a courses for and I was about beat the art of radio ministry, sound controlling, DJ, in addition to courses such as presentation skills, communication skills, news reporting, news gathering, and a host of others. So, rush and pick up your admission forms at the following centers: as when your triple kick enterprise, Abra and Kakomodo, Ebenya forms CB at the Master Starlet 91 Road, Sahara Herbal, and also the True Girls Power Welding Shop or interventing traffic light. Igila Fems when you chaha, even your form snippy in that at all. Nyamia Coastal of Bacano behind Glory Oil Filling Station. Yenya another caller, Yankanka Fana and Teddy. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Pacho was in a baby a friend fee. Hello, Pacho was in a baby a friend fee. Okay.
But I'm the president behind you, I'm issuing the stall. I'm in a long canon, no man. I do, and yes, and I'll continue to power. Now, I can't put a kind there. I kept the sound of you, must have another problem. I can touch the hour. I mean, so factory or home. They will close down for a long time. I want to sit one factory. Let's represent them down there. Oh, Shana said, because anyone could be on the support one like back to Lawson on their life. Now, take the street is going with me. Okay. That.
Yes, yeah, that's a papa, the afraid. 0206685271 and also the 0209485915. Efra Yavejo, President and Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Oceana Proba say, Fifi Mountain Walk, Cape Coast Technical University in the ELFM University Como expectation and you have reached Africa Sido. Now, answer and I may come for Masters Radio Academy and Masters Radio School Mezamo. Epe intremu biara botuna a friend paying you for 0209445213 and also the 054-1023-816 054-1023-816 Efre Masters Radio Academy in Penifa Wabejo Dom. The Marathon American for Zamo and Dano Pay Wayfi Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly was a Yafan Ma Ete Fadishi Dom Unara Asun today. Yama Yawo immovable properties Yan Shannon so that in accordance with the Local Governance Act 2016 Act 936, another relevant statute, Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly has revalued and valued all residential and commercial properties in the metropolis and produced a valuation rule for property rate purposes. And so owners of immovable properties are required by law to pay property rate to the Assembly as levies based on the rateable value of the said property annually. And the valuation rule has been posted at the main office of CCMA, Kotokraba. Also, North and South Sub-Metropolitan Council offices at Abra and Aboom, Passport Office respectively for a period of 28 days, which is ending today, 18th of October. So please take note. And this is to request that all property owners in the metropolis, both residential and commercial, to view the valuation rule and other relevant concerns, if any, to enable the Assembly use the rule in the 2022 fiscal year. Now, property owners should visit the Assembly or call the number, yes, these numbers for remedies or for enquiries: 03122 355 or 03321 3226. Yes, so call if you are, you have any enquiries to make, or you call for remedies. Now, the valuation rule can also be assessed on the Assembly's website, that is www.ccma.gov.gh. So call if you have any enquiries, or visit the website for further information. And let me remind you that you're also live on the internet at www.eaglefmonline.com, also on Facebook at Eagle FM Cape Coast. On the school's website, university, Cape Coast Technical University's website, you just log on at www.cctu.edu.gh to follow us live. So make sure you share, you comment. Yes, I say that sharing is caring. So if you care, you just have to share and also like our pages. 020-6685-271, 020-9485-915, 020-9485-915. You call. Yes. Who contribution, who input, yeah, who expectation, abra, nana at the Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ghana man paying national property of FIFA Mantom, a titty Osnia Chemos, your pom ha, war and Sambi Sabia and as a Eshe in Yamquano, Yamo Aquina, and da and pay, me ebisa, what a free case do. Answer no, my main come for far more, and da and pay PM day. Okay, you're back on the crack of a call. Now, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me what chose in the baby a friend fee.
Kokumoko Dadana.
What your monko?
Mpocho. A Waraka factory. That factory was some. You miss that all a day we. No more you my phone in now. Once I see you. Cars are what you man. No more water diesel. Morning tea, walkers are casino now, what in towing. No one catch your order. Oh, Biara, farmers, no Biara obey your cars in a goods, Baban, Waboto. After you, Maran Casa Kokumoko, Mijina, no gate. No, me Kajans will get in Nechi. No, not tie the Virgin, Wabia, no way, you Osisa one seminar soap no and that can do actually na me ne you probably go on why the way say chin if you or about your ban seminar kumpe na ho onya suru onya you ba ko no di go one or about your nephew wa ma driving ya ba fa ko oba na taxi driver so do ohun de orugu one Waba Sisa Semini in the court. And now I done the factory in Agina.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. Yeah, that's super papa. 0206685271. You're not saying Yanka saying Sayan Suban. It's a factory will be seen as Yanka saying Yanin Day, a man papa. A bedena, ye, Jane Chimbano. Aha, auntie, factory. No, okay. Yanka found another caller. Hello, good morning. Okay.
Naza Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo manto you mo Ghana fa your war in manto me also yin urban in coastal area canam panum na abane to my share day 1 year see defense na won pamboa na mamenom ne he janom Akufo-Addo na wo coastal area. It is a start to eliminate the baby see the core winiba. Then na banu to my share. Ma why see defense yen jana yanam yanam bofama yana papanum hinum yanum ma wo kopo. Obotu na wenya somoje. And the Ghana man penina na do Dankwa Akufo-Addo ba jana se hamahen. Then film to me see that why ye Ghana fa you won't film to me ye worship and Yankopan on Shiran. Never than Kanu to my pa why ye breaking it obey Juma when you my pa why in
yes, yeah, that's a papa there, Frey. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What you was in baby a friend?
Malik no wasanaba.
Okay.
But Beramka Ami factory no. Ami factory assembly who. Ami factory assembly and madam. Lebro be our go Ami factory. Or Lebro be our or the 2 million.
Okay, it is a yes show expectation. Yanfa another call since I have didn't Yanfa Nipa for France to El Honam. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John K. And Pacho was in a baby. Hey, John K. Pacho. Okay, Pacho won't call.
Mr. Bande. Nakasanes is a pa man on a
Okay.
job at Ubusanum. That means you say, oh, my grandman on it. But answer number on a quick suggestion. But I'm so that I'm dazzling at the trash and be at what I can come. It will be about orange cousin as you can come. Maybe if you should learn to obey rules and regulations.
But that's it. 0206685271. Where expectation on it then? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mopacho was in a baby a fan fee.
But
Okay.
Because President Maya said, "Oh, what's the question?
Okay. You.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah, that's Papa. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, my sister.
Okay. Please, your name and where you're calling us from. All right.
My sister, hello?
What you say? What you my queen? Yeah. Or told the read. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you. Omudu eguatia omunda na omfa president fa
fine amosma. Okay.
No, because beginning of this year no ya were the contractors almost my so and my go there and see there's no contractor there almost my friends and think of the whole nkuma na beso mama to up now see a big community like this almost my to here for go show a brave.
Yo. Okay. Okay. Well noted. Aye. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Mapacho was in a baby a friend fee.
Uncle John in you.
Okay. Pachamonko.
Okay,
you do.
Yes, the president of Bakrum. Oh, yes, and Papa. Yes, Obama Moscow Mohokra. Oh, yes, and Papa. Na me de masem mienu pe na me wa me de busa no president before obe wini power abapa aban mu no he ruled at the back of corruption. Neba, I will never entertain corruption. Corruption will be a thing of the past. And me no ka say the corruption perception index, he is the most corrupt ever president ever. He has scored the worst mark, meaning he is the corrupt president ever in the history of this country. Oba is saying no be a oba be guamia sku katasese awuba swa your friend saying ejanina. What is going wrong? No the first one. President Oba University technical university ho. Obi Oba technical university ababe bie ebi ho oba school phone kwan there say bi o wonye adwuma send my finance minister waka. Also the public sector is choked. Your business and what you were there, Baba, forget it. Go into entrepreneurship. It is better for you aware.
You purchases in the end to me a fun if of into what expectation you did?
Expectation or buy corruption.
Okay. Okay.
You.
Yeah, that's it, Papa. Another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Papa.
Okay, Pocho was in a baby a friend fee.
Your friend,
okay.
You kind of Papa, you shall know you are oh, yeah, the name of Penny for the one you saw us any in PJD, Yamedia 2 more, the bois region we are seeing. The Mekan is a Mekakan is a Ghana, Nankasa, ye who say Yamsum for mine. Uchimi who say, Ubia Casa. Asinyam so na Kristo no na Nyankopon no wo fia entisa obapa magin se adwuma eniwo mani ni ameka sai
me papa o mi o and I papa ni shena ni huno me ma me bo mo le tonton pa no me hu ma me condition situation school maintain kwa nkodu ba dia ba me hu se me strike say adwuma me ma me ba ye me ntumi nye de die na me so nya me betimi ma gye enye school so be ko school wi o ba pa se me nya adwuma nye aba won sanum won nanum o ma me aboka bi ko ma me de haba mu adwuma na hwe wo o ma me de itemu die na hwe wo wo wi e so pa ba adwuma ye sister Sansom na nipa nya aka mesra wo adwuma wudi na mpanifu ti wo pa station ahodo wo empatamu nyina station yo me fresh wo de watch me de bia me fra me ka sempa e free makoma mu de chose mo modin ani kutamu yi na nyame be ye oboafo so wo so ye ma me pa wo kasan wo program bigya wo ye dia no nyame de this had me adom wo mesra wo so wo so no wa kwa nyina yi na be su yi what nyame shamo
amen me da se papa. Hello, good morning.
Money aba Bawuni be makosu mechanic ni prepare kwan.
Go view mechanic aba do income obi for some baby. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Master na anka atwunwe fi radio no am. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mpocho wuzi na baby a friend fi.
But the matter is very good.
Okay, pocho monko.
You're the last president.
Okay.
All the cook no about na music when I read that thing. I don't go in there. I am going to do connection perception with it. I have done a people dinner perception. Yes. So one of them the baby like Ghana. Corruption. Outside of they will take it on. No, I can't there. Find a correct the baby look do. The man in the time a baby hormone. When you did the ban corruption, what by that? When two are cheap of bank. Interest at women. No one can say the baby, not when they would there. So there are some ability discuss apply and for the code. Okay, the margin for the people who are bad with their record. Into a manner that you get some young young, be able to do that by a gun, money young and young Casaba traffic. We are just saying that the boy, you know, Big guy, Abenyo, just after Simon, about the Abano. The offer there is an area, is anything to be free, Abanoli, Abanoli, a blast that given with the Jalou to a mine. We send a improve Ghana and it. Look at the Timpa, that's another Ghana. In the you do a baby of the president to
Okay. Okay. Oh, too bad. Hello, good morning.
My sister, President Akufo-Addo Juma, was so man to move when Mama Mancana.
Watch on the edge, where expectation, even as an
So, Muniaba, President Akufo-Addo, former MP for Cape Coast North, Honorable Barbara Sheisi, Nadawama President. Omana Konya Shannon Moko, whom Monsieur Coca, Deputy Minister for Education. No question when you mean across the central region, and the Murica say, Eber Cape Tech, where's the school block or and therefore, where's the guest, where's the school block or the Master conference, Pima Disco, Agri, at Disco. Abandon to my project war fair possible and the president bad than a summer matri. Saban way to my party the me, no one nearby, Essamon come catch a boom fan Shamima, and I'm a bit near man.
Me watch a make a for work as I wish show him. I don't know doors since in country chaduma. Damn the mess so. Hello.
Hello.
But you're using the baby for any fee.
But what's away? What from Agyapong? Make us away.
Okay, Pacha Monko.
But what's up? Same man as I said, remember the penny over. Would be a man, then pay for good this one, and the ano. There and sir, on your man, or one some minute, mamma, yeah. It's a man you done there. It's a commander should go fast for yours where. So, all be on the him, and may must be where you die. It may must be why you mother. Then you go beside the catcher and there, or let you can't go in here to Mutumba. Or dog not an other man. I may must have been away, you might have commanded to get action. Oba wanda asama na yakwa be meta be kata no oya asama Bible otia. Nti na mutumbu no online ye. Sasa meka da meye de. Se ehwe Abidjan fa ama peye na makwa ma Abidjan wo te kala agwadai. Ina wodo ko go wuli fa Abidjan wodo be do ho Ghana wo bodo te kutu na wodo ko Abidjan. Abidjan na chere. Hello?
Cho ye too.
Abidjan na chere. Ya ma peye ni ona makwan. Na wo fa kala agwadai. Wo fa ko do ho Ghana na wo fa ko Abidjan. Wo fa ko Nigeria. Na wo ko to ko man na hwen. Na wo fa me ye community sugar factory. Me masa ba wonye aduma wonye. Ama tumi to bo wo tiri ma. Da ma again on fi woni tirim. O sa na wo ye aduma wo factory. Ansha ina bi na gra ye nde. Obi afa tumutumu. Obi afa tumutumu. Ina asha ye bi ye.
Okay, Pocha, is there sino? Pocha, is there sino?
Ana asha na maso wa je wo de tumutumu sa ba factory. Ina wa wo tiri ko. Se na wo ko community sugar.
Oh, wahumana atoko. Yeah, to say anything for the shedom that were Frananka which each other man. Nippon coffee be brave, referring here to me for course. No. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Mopacho was in a baby a friend fee. Okay, Pacho Monko.
But so, I'm a pemper today. And Akufo-Addo 5 years, and I'm proud 5 years, and I'm
okay, wait your first time, second.
5 years for how many times? No, I've been here 50 man to my. The Oban's here with 50 man to a project, not more commission. Because why then an Akufo-Addo or the 50 man to Fonajo did that well? Why have more than 4 times since you have more than 4 times? You kept coach, you go, or some sort of have you. No, I better top up, promise. No, I just want to be an amwa. You go for woman and Akufo-Addo, you go for woman and war.
Yes, yeah, that's it, Papa. Mr. Also, but to my friend 0206 85271 and also the 0209485915. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Mopacho was in a baby a friend fee.
Polly.
Okay, Pacho Monko.
Media person more educated will be bad no yes can be what's the Polly call about the good piano catch no oh one educated a car cause over yes you're someone can say any quarry it's a baby maybe I know him.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Pacho was in a baby a friend fee.
Good morning. Pacho was in the summer blanks and Mokasa fee is Pacho Martin Kramaka that much in there. Aya NDC for Aya two more cats and be trying there. NDC by Westy Park way. Was so I a commander sugar factory. JJ Nabedu will see in Tibetan. Entire waka share and the man MPP from you to me, my hands between ya can see a player catching an Akufo-Addo there. On board Martin and also to me, baby will go and farm my sham. I send this floor. Can you see a 2 years the answer in Abuyaka? MPP bed, the margin and also a my hands will weigh 2 years for swam. So on said the mother and we are good 2024, but no bottle. Obey one man, MPP papa for where her. If you make Akufo-Addo, but 1 year in my own country, be Graham. On 2 years be so on farm my hand graphy and my kind MPP for you and see 2 years the margin MPP up and a bed no so 2 years mine.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Mopacho was in a baby a friend fee.
We are back to me UTC.
Okay.
I am this for we have a Tarakaka. Now, what kind of why a commander sugar factory? Where is the stadium? Why we are? The one way to there, you do not also be there from a big way. So they will be there. I'm on Peruku for maybe can adjust as simple. I am feeling and kind of will be to my brother. I may move uncle into my boot to the ground. Now, I people so also a cadet. When you are going to walk through one side of that. No, I am one. We send the people in my brother. I am a grammar better. Okay. In a fair come here with the air, you go and quadro, a tipping in quadro. I can't afro. Avocado. A bit of more bonkus around the
share up to one bridge here, the corner to my water one. This now, and the ma, why, yeah, no so lawyer other in man way here. A man way here some 9 people. Yet, good man, yeah, about my other bits were at the end of the year, you fashion. Did the corner would be our father, and then what you there. About the field, I'm a no, the man walk a glazing walk up and come up. And I won't carry most would be here. Yes, so Madam Mahamaya, I cannot. One could do a film. One could do a film. And then, yes, you remember, we walk. In 10 people will be become. I want Casa.
Yes, yeah, that's it, Papa. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Akufo.
What's your name? Who's in a baby of any fee?
Okay. But imagine I have an expectation or a fine then come up in another year. Now, let's see, practically, you do also you get one page. If you have one page, I never page more. It's more by a thing. Nothing up, practically, you know, only a fool here. Oh, because I'm escaping 30 and page more. I did about. O man penyin na kata ni mo o be bu ma ya ni dia nti ya tro so wakasa one kasa of the going to ba igbe na I say ni dia that's it.
You yes yeah that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, what's your monko?
I'm working there Kekos. I am Peter but why you go Kekos but the baby if you go at the lamb and tablet Kekos so we can what is the water no so the what you know what you the didn't go to me in the taco. Kufuor MP4. Why your man you yeah, ever and the canal. No, medical hospital. Yeah, no time you see medical school. That will be this 22 years. And once in my house, the 3 years now, apparently, I question this is where I doctors what did they mean. If you do more car, when you the history of Cape Coast, young, that's a better was young. Since I took us for Bobby, water and the better. A better you can over consulting. A better need more Cape Coast, about to all the villages in Dala. And to say this one of only in Yara, no more parts. Yes, our hospitals, rather than nothing. If we get to people, I will let you look at into Kufabenu, interpreting, or the young black mama. It's a better hospital, a better medical hospital. Oh, I didn't say, you know, you may, and you would and Sana, your cat number, and it's well, of course, the cat order a party day debating 8 years, and NPP, what is your free? The cat your father, why you want the mother of Kipko, send the party there with Kipko, and you want to take one part, and then we'll do it like a lot of radio, but don't answer.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. About your master knife radio 0206685271 and after the 0209485915 0209485915. Ebatum na afre na. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
About your who's in a baby a friend fee.
And if you watch with my hero,
yeah,
Agyapong, Mrs. Akufo-Addo.
Okay, what's your mom?
My sister, I was a detention. As a Ghana funeral, I mean, you want the whole. That's a NDC focus of the baby. And the ya Kasa, Waka, and what ya bitterness, attribution, one more how one young current a chill, a gray hair. If a Cape not vote, apparently here. We need of Chilvakacha that Vanyoli be Ruga. To what was on your see for all the secondary schools in Cape Coast, young Kagana, the Wesley girls, Padisada, Kohuli Chad, once a Juma on paying only yet. Qua an awful go out the good, Shaja Wally and Woho. Nasa in Yama Vanyli, I mean, what can the Nana Wapa Yabanatnasi? Then we have to touch it, you go Fian airports on share. No to Juma, now Okayania Nuya, Okayania Nuya, Wanano, with the wood grow, the wood of you, Wanano, at the footprint to if you remember. Now, see, there were Kayahu, that the Tossanana, Oma, now wasn't one on possible, no grace, so I know more.
na da mu go video te wa na ka kana ri no go be te me go na fe wa nya me ejuma
See that's papa Panyaminko. Make out there, you better stations are who in Num Ekukudem and Num and our Obefa feeding live. Now 80 FM Cape Coast Befa the Masana Bankam FM Ojukwa and Osipam FM of Winneba Nap Radio Ewo Asin for so and Abinya FM Elmina and Befa live and Comachiche and Ghana Manpenin Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Bechiche and Danope Ewo Eagle 87.7 Cape Coast Technical University. Da obi biara ofre when we could do a course in the barn or better to someone na yɛbɛkɔ Facebook na comment na Dankwa for amount for one contribution towards this program za wapede yɛkatcher amount paying yɛbɛkenkan bi na yɛdze amahen etefo ɛwɔ Eagle FM Cape Coast yɛbɛkɔ hɔnom na yɛakɔhwɛ other social media handles nyinaa Mr. Binyan live ɛkɔ YouTube ɛkɔ your website www.eaglefmonline.com. Also, university website, Mitchell Cape Coast Technical University website, www.cct.edu.gh. And so, ebenye live ewo honum na teda mamima enyan ente jumezi afrowa ye Ghana man penyin ozinenya baba bechem ewo fifi mantum Mitchell Cape Coast Technical University AVIC project aro laboratories afrowa na banba another NPP banba power no wetum na washe was it aba ewe ya NMB was in enya baba sheza we could the purpose could do na commissioning aro project neze odoso na orisha se ewo Cape Coast Technical University and potchitren come ndano pay an entire for amount for one agent expectations ayeshe enyukwan ndano pay so bakansa zeche edwen ho de ka yembisa ho asam informal no yebeshe yeboboni nyinara ano ewo Africa CD bisa ezamo kra afi biara mu no Ghana man paying free aban abra oba bemu no ofatun de onuzo onyazo betina abanka simti oboko aprabo na eyi no susande nande ozi ne nyu achem ewo fifi mantum na nkwade yehwe the pana ochum kona Ashanti region na eastern region ozi ne nya tre north na zinyinara na wo bepemu fifi mantum hade ayehwe na aprabo na se ende ewo Cape Coast Technical University also fi hono ozi onye traditional rulers onye mbetwe enkomo na ozi ne betre when about in your betcha sim for so in betcha for him man lower than chamiche into your fifi mantum aprabo na and oyin in Egypt papa de in your betcha and come ewe Africa see do and to Mr. Man for once and kawakas afin ko Facebook prosper to you also please ask the president when we will get our airport and harbor. And Ebenezer Mesa say, please read. Okay, I'm reading. Ebenezer, please, I'm reading. Abigail Osei says, ask the president, we need jobs in Cape Coast. Jobs. Okay, Ebenezer, please ask the president, what is he doing about CCTV in terms of hostel facilities? Because the school lacks hostel. Okay. Messages and comments no oye bebre ye gudwa ye hwena yakin kanin na yeze amo ewo bibia ewo ana everything hen ana erihwe hen ewo Facebook. Apart from that and also yet to so baby biara ewo etihen nka no ye kan for zamo the Eagle FM ye boy na boy that one mo bia embe weji money city na zo tambo ye ntamana ewi no honde biara da enti fa wotam bobo ye ntam ano na questions to be if we NAPCO persons okay concern NAPCO persons to the president of the land His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo okay enti no so yanasa aka ofia hade na osi yembisa ya farmer yebeshe na no so yebisa na as a workers that we are told that every qualified NAPCO person will receive an appointment letter before the year end to transition us to permanent employment. Please, what constitutes the qualification criteria? Second question is we have seen on social media platforms that we should be at posts from October ended, which officially marks the exit of NAPCO to the end of the year to receive our appointment letters. Please, how true is it? Are we going to be paid for the month after October, that is November and December, as we stay at post. Should it be true that we are supposed to be at post? Assuming a NAPCO person receives appointment letter and is posted to a particular institution per issues pertaining to the person, can he or she request for a change of institution? And the fourth question was the Mbisa Oman opinion on there is an ongoing online course that NAPCO beneficiaries have been asked to do, but it is really cumbersome and frustrating. Is that going to count towards someone being disqualified if he or she fails to complete that online course? Thank you. In a question so free concern NAPCO persons to the President of the land, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And questions in our input in Nana, ye Bobwa and Hade no na Yabeshe and Comachuchana Senaye, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Yenen Achuche Ho and Como. Yasaka Obium, the Oman FM Accra, and so be fatten live, Mti Accra and Nankwana Mature and Krant Nanankwado, Funina so Benyana live Oman FM. Nti Yaka say ATL FM Cape Coast will be picking the feed. Bankam FM Jokwa, Osipam FM Winneba, and Nap Radio, Castle FM, Benya FM, Oman FM, and TBPPA would be no Ebenyan live or Eagle 87.7 Equayan website and also the school website, Cape Coast Technical University website at Ebenyan live. Mr. Mayan Musuka Kanafe Yambra and Batiado Elha.
Broken hearted, come to Jesus now. Ye who test of the righteousness, come to Jesus now. He's the bread of life, the living water, come to Jesus now. He's the bread of life, the living water, come to Jesus now. Ready? Missy, yes, we are about it. Broken hearted, come to Jesus now. Now see, please come. Come ye thirsty one, come to Jesus now. Come ye broken hearted, come to Jesus now. Come ye thirst after righteousness, come to Jesus now. He's the bread of life, the living water. Come to Jesus now. He's the bread of life, the living water. Come to Jesus now. Nana, yes, we are about that. 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 Wonderful. I can't say me saying, eh? Also, I can't use the about that. kadi panse. Anamawa. They will go down Amazon again. Ossi, yes, ya bade. Yes, ya pamodo, ya pamodo. One more time, yes, Kojo, yes, we ain't bad there. Kojo, yes, we ain't bad there. I said, what? Listen, yes, we ain't bad there. Yes, we ain't bad there. Charles, I'm missing, yes, we ain't bad there. Missy, yes, ain't bad there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, yes, ain't bad there. One more time, yes, ain't bad there.
Kano ya Eagle 87.7 Abra Ghana man penny Shana Proba say our 50 months and non-quazo and the Edu Day October was some daughter to do our chain of Impimi Bine Donuku 18th of October 2021. And you know this forms part of his annual work and visit to the 16 regions of the continent. Dankwa Akufo-Addo is also expected to commission a number of projects in Winneba, specifically the F42 constituency. Now projects like community center, health center, or health facility, library, and a museum of culture. And we are told that the tour will end with final commissioning of a lubricant factory at Gomoa Akuti Fete Junction in the Gomoa East constituency. So it's such an honor, today to have the President of the Republic here in the studios of Eagle 87.7. And we're also glad to hear from you, our cherished listener, viewer, online audience. We are so glad to hear from you. We are believing, God, that all your questions, your input,
And my cup is running over.
we've gathered everything here.
Your goodness and your mercy.
And when the time is set or is right,
Of the days of my life.
we begin the conversation.
Mercy.
And so please again, especially to our drivers, please buckle up if you are driving. Ensure your seat belt is on because save a life and riders, ensure that your helmet is on. Yes, on also save lives baby let's all adhere to road safety regulations. And we are already not in normal times. In as much as we adhere to the COVID-19 protocols, let's also adhere to the road safety regulations. Road safety is a shared and a collective responsibility. Now 23 after 10.
Everybody say, I am blessed.
And the Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly is reminding all ratepayers who are still owing the Assembly with respect to property rate, business operating permit, and temporary permit to pay their bills as soon as possible. That people who still do not have bills should kindly call or visit the Assembly Assembly to report on it. Again, property owners who got notice from the Assembly that they should provide information about their properties for valuation purposes, but have not done so, should kindly call to do so, or should kindly do so to avoid any court action. And note that property owners are not sub-metro. You should use the electronic payment platform. Yes, that is star 389 star 873 hash. You can also call 036 2290106 for assistance. And note that the Assembly is instituting special task force to work at public places such as the market, even on weekends, to mobilize revenues, and will need the cooperation of the general public. Now, the general public should be informed that the Assembly is preparing to take defaulters to court. So pay your bills today to avoid any court action. And also, let me remind you that this morning it is very, very important to take your breakfast, especially those of us who like it the lunch breakfast way. That's what we call the brunch. Yes, a mixture. You can call Heritage Beach on 055-435-6659 around this time to have a nutritious brunch. And you can also visit Heritage Beach if you're looking for a decent place for relaxation. And they are on Giaco Ocheso Street, that's at Tikaradi Cape Coast Highway, and you can call 055-435-6659. So you go there to discover the difference. Not only that, you can just sit at the comfort of your home and place your order for lunch, for your supper. Just call and then find out the best that you can get from Heritage Beach. Also, PK Star Company Limited. We are still paying compliment to our sponsors for today. We are so grateful to all our sponsors for helping us, this morning to bring you Kokoko special today as we host the president of the land, Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, PK Star Company Limited says that if you're looking for quality floor and wall tiles, galvanized plates, and tank and accessories, pub and accessories, acrylic, oil and emulsion paint, quality door locks, plastic louver frames and glasses, nails of all sizes, nylon and fiber nets, just get in touch with them. And they have 2 branches here in Cape Coast, one at Abra opposite the main works, and at Kakum Dede opposite Wesley Girls High School. You have to call 024456 4601 024456 401. Yes, for more information. And note that PK Star Company is the best for cake number 1. Also, Franco Trading Enterprise, is the leading mobile phones and accessory shop in Ghana and here in Cape Coast. They are located at London Bridge, former Guinness Depot opposite, and you can visit Franco Trading Enterprise for quality Samsung, Galaxy S10 Plus, A20, A50, Note 9, and many more. Tecno C9, Infinix Note 505, Alcatel Way, iPhone, Nokia 7 Plus, Nokia 4.1, and many more. And note that Franco Trading Enterprise, they also have in stock all brands of TVs, laptops, desktop printers, projectors at very affordable prices. So what are you waiting for? Just get in touch with them on 03321 33421 for more information. 0264 212 339. You can also call them on this line 0264 212 339. Remember, Franco Trading Enterprise has only one branch within Cape Coast Metropolis and not in any other institution.
Hallelujah. Celebrate Jesus with me tonight. Hallelujah. All right, so this song.
Eagle FM 87.7.
All right, let's go. I am who I am because of you. If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be? I was lost and sinking deep in sin. But you reached out your hand and rescued me. No one else can do the things you do. There's no one else but you. I am who I am because of you. If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be? I was lost and sinking deep in sin. But you reach out your hand and rescued me. No one else can do the things you do. Oh God, there's no one else but you. So I say this. Bononie, Bononie, Bono. No one else but you. Bononie, Nuncha Bononie, Bono. No one else but you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Luigi McLean.
Never thought that you could love someone like me. To give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on and call me your very own. So grateful for your love, your mercy and grace. No one can do the things you do for me, yeah. No one else but you. Never thought that you could love someone like me. To give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on and call me your very own. So grateful for your love, your mercy and grace. No one can do the things you do for me. Oh, oh, no one else but you. Say,
King of the Airs.
Well, so we'll be starting a conversation, I mean the biggest conversation ever very soon. And so wherever you are, and in case you just tune in, let me say thank you so much for allowing us into your shops, your homes, your offices at this time. Baby Biara Eshe Etienne and Kaya the Wasi Papa, Amena Queenja Kase and Danopi. Mamenka the radio stations Kukudam Enum, ATL FM Cape Coast Befan Live, Bankam FM Wajuka on Befan Live, Osipam FM Winiva Alfan Live, and a NAP Radio Asin Fosu, Benya FM, Oman FM, Castle FM, and also Befan Live, and na Yatopete Ewo Abefu Ifi Intentan, and na Ifrido Yako, technical, making check Cape Coast Technical University website, but now log on, visit your website or your www.cctu.edu.gh. Ebetum na efole and wohonum. Damasina eaglefmonline.com. Na as when you're your Facebook audience, yeah, the home nara I say. In fact, you're amazing, yes. Input and a commentary bano, yenny sopa papa. Once I was more frame, also, yeah, the home nara I say. Nkoma chichen on trivia, yeah, veshe I say, ewo a free to ha make up him the Mrs. Barbara or being jamming a minsa. Mr. Bottom na from Lady Bass, na make out there on ye emigote in a Missy Jimmy, yen you know, I can be a shabier account, Sebi Igua and a 50 mantum numpunt in the canco, and Ozzy Ghana man paying, or the able paying a war, Cape Coast Technical University, a hade na Jumezi Afro and na laboratories Afro wa, and there on Nankasa Osiwaba, 50 mantumi, or the Neni Erebaba share, Abra Oba Abemu, and other projects Afro Okodo, and 50 Toby Kada Sebibera and Kodo Ogwa Hadeza, honestly, Rebecca Cho de Debida, Jumezi Afro Orokodo, Onubi, and ye Oman Penny Bachichun Komo, Nasi Ebiana Inima, Yenina, and the Yesia as a Eko Ebian, na Yezi, Fim na Wonsem Bisan Sa, as a Badanian, Honada Roma, Yeba try via na Yetuna Yebisa Oman Penny, na Anuji Pierana or se, and na or Zemahano so, we tum not why and a dumb. We are to say native, but to not send you what a six as the entry for calls. Name on WhatsApp and SMS messages no, Ebatum na as a 020 668 5271 and now so there's 020 9485 915 on your WhatsApp and on your SMS messages no, Ebatum na as a afahonum. Mamin come from Farmer Ansana, ya share and come chichena sa. Send no pay when I'm assay in your fine. Chef and natural clinic is a main come from Farmer. De mention na yerba sabi on Duko one sana. So visit Chef Natural Clinic for your best health care. Now, I want to use herbal drugs and a modern technology. Now, what was it away yerba was if you honum. And if when you fetch when I say as when you're honema, general checkup that will detect hidden and root causes of diseases, weight management, where ejuma, blood pressure monitoring, blood sugar monitoring, and also physiotherapy and massage therapy, detoxification, hepatitis B vaccination, laboratory services, and Abibria Okekaho. When HR Connie ward directly opposite House of Cheese were Paydu Accra Highway na Paydu traffic light towards Comfort Junction and Ebehun Chef Natural Clinic na Wawa King of the Universe Abrosaning Chanhua. Mr. Butum na from 057 3322 70 and also the 0247 200 822. Working hours your Mondays as called Fridays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now Saturdays no 8 a.m. and call 2 p.m. Saturdays and holidays no where ejuma 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Shannon so what's it care there free health screening so Orikodo Zima Obia Damninti may you unhu in film crab Chef Natural Clinic Apomazan say CFO.
No one else but you. Never thought that you could love someone like me. To give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on and call me your very own. So grateful for your love, your mercy and grace. No one can do the things you do for me. Oh, oh, no one else but you. Say. Trouble
Abuafo Asentina Etienne Kadam na Brea Yenye Ghana man penny bachun komo all is set Ewofia Hade. Lemon Glady Grip Provider Enterprise. Slating your roofing sheet, wheelbar, head pan nepe, metal strip on our liver frames, plywood me penny beer, fiber net, water hose na iron rod, size beer ebenye bioho, gasam cement na super strong, epe waterproof cement beer ebenya ewo Glady Grade Provider Enterprise. Na what's the main country the Abra Woben Good Samaritan School no. Ebetum na from one was 024 echo 0244522 A38 0244522 A38 Glady Great Provider Enterprise Abra Woben Good Samaritan. Yeah, really day in Cape Coast Technical University as the main country them. Se epede brofokasa hands wo employability after school and also they obtain certificate in education. Ninyinara as when you veche Cape Coast Technical University. Sent you the Yanyi Amstead or UEW Kumasi campus na Yanyi Wan Akabum na ye organize a weekend diploma in education program. And so please take note if you want to enhance your employability after school and you also want to obtain certificate in education. Cape Coast Technical University in collaboration with Amstead formerly UEW Kumasi campus is organizing a weekend diploma in education program at Cape Coast Technical University, and admissions are open to all students and the general public. Now, admission forms can be obtained from the Cape Coast Technical University cash office, but you can also call 054 083 8001 or 0244 986388 for further enquiries. Note that fees are affordable and payment very flexible.
Father, you found me. I'm so glad that you've been. Come on. Don't trouble no one else.
Akufo ena adishidoma wa fifi mantum ena nunkwado ankran ensoka Central de yakase Oman FM refane live elwo akrana nimpotema ebotum nazo wakasa finiza to honum Benya FM refane live elwo Elmina Nap Radio anonso refane live o asen fosu Castle FM ensoka Osipem FM wa Winiba Bankam FM wa Jukwa enti Jukwa na nunkwado funyina yamawan ache na ya da obi biara se the masana ATL FM reso fan live enti se wo ATL Amiche University of Cape Coast upon na nkwada unso unsabeken live honu yaka say yes yenya chere internet da www.cctu.edu.gh yafana live the marasana eaglefmonline.com na as when your Facebook and sa ba Eagle FM Cape Coast no so yafana live that means me mo archibium na mo akwaba baby biara ewono yes ya da wase papa fiti anapa na yema enya nenti eje wadwen chere ana wo ahwenyim za ahwenyim abra yenye Ghana man penyenye batwetwe enkomo and Joda anopay and to my son Mincho Pium Sisera and Ebupumo Fifi Mantum Nankwada. Yes, thank you so much and welcome to Cape Coast. Welcome to Central Region. So in case you just tune in, this is Eagle 87.7 and we are bringing you live transmission from the clinic block of the Cape Coast Technical University. We have in the studios His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And so pretty soon we'll be starting the conversation. And so I will ensure I will entreat you that you buckle up, especially if you are driving. Yes, you fasten your seat belt because we are about to begin the conversation, the biggest conversation ever. All right, all is set to have, this historic, conversation. Yes, for the very first time. It's just an honor to have the President of the Republic here in the studios of Eagle 87.7 from Cape Coast Technical University Clinic Block. We also have in the studios, we have the Regional Minister, Madam Marigold, Justina Marigold Asan, with President. We have Mr. Eugene Ahin, Director of Communications at the Presidency. And so without wasting much time, let me go and welcome the first gentleman of the land. Good morning.
Babs, I can call you that.
Yes.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, Sam. And make out that but try not yes afrafra and tea native for addition when share and not when share say when you fancy come there you went but blend if you adam obey obia venya. Yeah. Yes, we can blend. Yes. Yes. And tea yen you the Ghana man paying fiti abra oba abemuno and or the can na yaza or taka the on Zobatatna Flagstaff House, Ofim Britubreno, Obesan from Nawa Beshe and Zama Ahua, Project Ahua Orokodo, Na Anamona, Osado Otu for no tea, Nemanfo so one soon one Adrian share effort na amembo. Nay in a way quick there, and there Osnania Everchim Ewo, Finfi Mantum or Shet Napro Bon Assay. And so let me go to the President and find out. His Excellency, you've been touring the country for some months now, and what assessment so far from Project Afro and Bia Akokono on in your den?
Nadika is the same Dawo ne chief for 50 months in Ase. Say, Mamma me coin back when I saw and the Munina Baby didn't come on to pay. Baby buying so what would be so? Na ne kanso nya dey edika nti so kai me ba se me ba behwe abayin aprobo niema is AC ofifi mantema ye niema be a kwan be a hospitals be schools. Sanya menina said me baba here, me amidi beni baba here. Maybe I never do. Na no so na banisa me kotra me office won cry na ye hye ne mana na me aminim de ekoso. After ma me kwanso tie insama da manfo kuma so. Kwan bia so a memo nkoso no hia setem bia wa so the form na wutie say nko we nyi eno ye de and I feel so no ama me kwan so aba be ada 15 months for us aba ye to enche December twemu ya feel twemu in your mixed results for Central Region. Parliamentary thing, we losing 9 seats. Now there were 19 seats in 2016. 2020, you called to Abaniwi and you joined 9 seats on my other side. Nelson Sono, Urban is also Sono, Media, Akufo-Addo, I had the majority. There were 19 constituencies in the Central Region which voted for me. And so I had a clear majority in the presidential context in the 19th. To when you know, I know so soon. I said, me bada munya se muamu tuma minya se unyakupon cha demu hwehwe no so se na ba ba mu bio no so so abam. Na me dey decide so ba ko ba betuma ni. 2024 I see a course.
Okay.
MPP consular programs, the planning, any program, so I be queer Nimia Betch and the Hubi Ghana in a more man. Koya by your baby says in your Maya enough for a ban, maybe Biaba when you into me courses. It's in 2024, so me here more papa.
Okay.
More me no, they be kind. The Baby Jam and Emu because more money. The attitude of my national constitution in so be become more than 2 terms in office for Ghana. To be so my second and final term. And this is me baby this be passing.
Okay.
Na obi about the Obabi Jama name. I'll be MPP Frank Blair. Some Jamoya Mame, Muya Mame 2016. Maybe 2020 no. 2024 the woman and broso. Me baba mamu reason there some woman and broso. Okay. Now feel so no seats 19 seats 9 seats free and some so yeah can was some na mo boy me so can bio na koso ayo eduma ye on all levels ubisa me de me hu no de ba ko me hu say Bosha Michelle Ghana for send me back, me be say. I treat your man. Share the war for more. When say the Bosha and Medi do no be brace. Okay. I spoke about the free senior high school project. Me boss and Crawford say me my boss me baba dada Ghana for any possible sikeni ho at the bed say. Then so them say obi who say idea the dika omana same here since here over nearly 500,000 more students are in secondary school today than they were when I came into office, which means access to education, broadening of opportunity for education, a demopa, and that's very important. Me pese nya omaya abofra bia owo Ghana without exception. Benya kwa ako school at least to the level of senior second high school level. Okay. Every single child, because we want to build a new society. We have an educated labor force. And then so that's the first. Until free senior high school project, I'm a cast of if you can say, and I me ba me to me and side and so be who say, Binocrano and Mayano. And what she, and no crowd near education, additional, free senior high school, rehabilitating many of our schools broken down and were in a bad state in terms of their infrastructure. Again, the new policy being so about be a kwai university ama yamrancheni mama wa bebre guarantee system for accessing students loans and also so Ghana card now students loan automatically if you've got a place at the university. Here so be kwa ko na unia or sofo bisa so ba be guarantee ama wow guarantee on your basic of the basis of your Ghana. Sa she say nyina na atumi ya de ahoden foforo e ba ya jesuamu. Ya jesuamu so any country pia ayeye wo wiase ha. E jana desua nhihye ho. The say bi na me pese ye Ghana so. Because we need to tackle problem of job creation, unemployment, industrial development. Now, one clear way of doing it is a process of rural industrialization, and we would try and build a factory, one enterprise in every district in Ghana. And also, so Bibia Mekano, Kofobeka, Waba, no, Dada Ghana for say, and so, I'm saying, Fifi Mantabana, Momo, Samuel Juma, several places. We have opened up these factories, and also, so idea also in a strong way. So there's several areas. Roads. Last year, 2020, we declared it the year of roads. I've repeated it again for 2021. The expansion of the road network in Ghana in my period is without precedent in the history of our country. The plenty of work still needs to be done as far as roads are concerned. Plenty of work.
Okay.
But then, remember something. If you're starting from 0, if you get to 4, you've done a lot. But it's still a long way from getting to 8 or 9.
Okay.
And that is where my emphasis is.
Okay.
Especially in this area. There's a lot of infrastructure, road development taking place in the central region. There's a lot taking place in the Cape Coast area. But there's still much more to be done. And I'm focused on doing that. And that is why going around helps me focus on the things that are critical and that need to be done. We're doing it.
Okay.
And these are the things, once they have been done, was what will demonstrate to the people of the central region that their future, their lives are much better handled in the hands of the new patriotic party than any other political party in Ghana, especially in the hands of the National Democratic Congress.
Okay. And for an addition, Nana at the Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, and no pay and NHH and Como if you have. And the President, generally, your assessment about the developmental project, local regions, or ocean, anything, do you like the pace at which projects in the air corner are announcing?
Some there are areas where we could do better.
Okay.
Some of the areas where we could improve the delivery. Others are very much on course.
Okay.
So we need. There's something that is difficult for which is a fact of life. A lot of the planification of what we were going to do on the economy was thrown out of gear by this COVID-19. Some people want to suggest that I'm hiding behind the COVID-19. The COVID-19 has been a devastating economic impact for every economy in the world, not just the Ghanaian economy, the American, the British. Even the most highly developed economies in the world have all been significantly impacted by and ours is no example.
Okay.
It has brought a lot of problems in terms of the raising of monies to do some of the projects, the flow of monies for doing the projects, the flow of goods and services. All of these things have been seriously impacted. So some of the explanation for the slowdown and some of the is there. Okay. And we have launched the Obantampa program, the Ghana Cares program, as the main instrument for bringing the country strongly back normality and to development, and that's the program. So yes, as generally the progress in the country is solid, it's good, but there is more to be done, and that is what my government is committed to doing this second term.
Okay. And yes, Visa now, you know that the recent, topical issue about MMDCEs. Everywhere, Obia Kasafa, just yesterday, Crown Cape Coast at the confirmation or election of assembly, there was some sort of chaos, but at the end of the day, we settled on Honorable Ernest Atta. Now, we want to find out what are some of the lessons learned that will help. From the onset, you have been advocating that we should, go the election way. We should use, we should elect, we should vote MMDCs. So lessons from the appointment of the MMDC is going to lead you to initiate steps again for referendum. To amend the constitution to have MMDCs elected. That has been your wish ever since you came to office. These, confrontations here and there, are these lessons enough for you to help, amend the constitution for election of MMDC?
This is a very, very important question for the governance of our country. But let me begin at the beginning. During the 2016 campaign and the national conversation leading up to the 2016 election, I identified two major governance issues for the country, which I thought would help in promoting greater accountability and promoting more effective government. One was to reorganize the regional governance structure of our country. Because a lot of the places I was going to in the 2016 campaign, you would hear in the OT region, Western North, parts of the northern region, you would hear the demand that, look, we want our own region. We want our own region because we think that the development of our areas will be accelerated if we had our own regions. And obviously we would also make governments closer to the people of those regions. So for me, the reorganization of the regional governance structure was priority. And the other was this issue of political parties completing the democratic structure of the national constitution. At the national level, the political parties are free to sponsor candidates and promote their programs at the national level for members of parliament, for the presidency. It has always been for me an anomaly that at the local level, this same arrangement was not there. And I believe that it was important also to do that. So those two main matters, the reorganization of the regional governance structure and the insertion of political parties in local government. I believed that there was broad consensus to do both. The entrenched provisions of the Constitution to be able to make these changes. And I believe, and I still believe, that to tackle entrenched provisions of the Constitution, and what is when you say entrenched? You mean constitutions that are so basic, provisions of the Constitution that are so basic to the operation of the Constitution that it is very difficult to change them. All right, that is what the entrenched, because they divide themselves into two, entrenched and non-entrenched. And the non-entrenched clauses are clauses that are easier to amend. You do through a parliamentary process. But when it comes to entrenched provisions, you need the support of a referendum, and even in the referendum, you need special majorities, because the Constitution is protecting its structure and is insisting that there has to be overwhelming national support to be able to make the changes. we first of all began with the regional change, governance changes. And out of it, we have then got 6 new regions out of the process that we did in 2018, 2019. Uti, Western North, Northeast, Savannah, Ahafo, and Brun East all came out of that process. And I think that when you look at how the development of the country is going, it has been a positive development. The other was the sponsorship of political parties for candidates at local government level. This is a phenomenon that is all over the world. Our situation, whereby it's done in the way in which we do it, is rather unusual. But all over the world, people elect their mayors, they elect their local government councillors, they elect their local government chief executives. And I felt that that should be the case. Directly the people, not the president appointing, but the people themselves elected. I was under the impression when we began the process that there was a broad national consensus behind it. I don't believe that amending or changing, especially entrenched clauses of the Constitution, should be matters that are party-driven. You are today temporarily the majority, and as we can see in politics, majorities change. We had 169 seats in the parliament of the 7th parliament. We have 138 in this 8th parliament. So majorities change. And we shouldn't be then tinkering with the Constitution on the basis of the temporary majorities of the day. We should tinker with the Constitution when there is overwhelming national demand for change. And it was on that basis that I was proceeding until the National Democratic Congress made this big U-turn on the position as to whether or not they would support the amendment. And that they then made it clear that they were going to campaign on a no vote for the amendment. I evaluated it. I said no. Even if, which was still theoretically possible, that we could drive through a yes vote in the referendum, I didn't like the idea that one day this amendment will be seen as the MPP amendment of the Constitution. No, I don't think it is healthy for the development of our state that the constitutional arrangements become party manifesto commitments. Yes, the party manifesto commitment is important in signaling to the population. So the obey, say, it's fine. But it shouldn't be the basis on which we tackle constitutional amendments. Even non-entrenched clauses, as far as I'm concerned, should also have a broad national consensus. So when NDC decided that they were not prepared to go along with the amendment of the Constitution they were going to call, I consulted my advisors and came to the conclusion that no, it would not be healthy for the country, the president and his party going out to campaign for a yes vote, the main opposition party coming around there. The thing that made me very sad about it is that at the beginning of my presidency, both of these changes that I thought was necessary, I did a broad consultation, including consulting my 3 living predecessors at the time. The first president of the 4th Republic, the late Jerry John Rawlins, the second president, John Agyapong, and my immediate predecessor, John Dramani Mahama. I think you'll all remember this historic occasion when I brought them all to Jubilee House. And we had a very informed and wide-ranging discussion of these matters. And I said to myself, who better to articulate and understand issues than people who have held the supreme office themselves? And the clear consensus emerged from our discussions that both of these things were positive developments for the country. Unfortunately, at the last minute, the NDC pulled out. And when they pulled out, I felt that we shouldn't go forward. What is the end result? And these appointments and everything has reaffirmed for me the need to have the direct elections. Then some of the unfortunate incidents that have attended this exercise, we wouldn't see. The people themselves would make their own choice. And at the end of the day, the Electoral Commission will count, and Barbara Agyapong has won for Cape Coast, and that will be the end of the matter. What I can say is that at any one time, when the MPP, we have not changed our mind. As far as I'm concerned, we have not changed our mind about the necessity for political party sponsorship of candidates to office in local government. The minute we have a clear indication from our political competitors, especially the National Democratic Congress, that they too are in support of this, I'll bring the matter back before for public discourse. It's not dead for me at all, but the consensus has to be there, and I've given you the reasons why for me the consensus is important.
Wow. And listeners, let me remind you that you're free to join via our Facebook, Eagle FM Cape Coast, also on the internet at www.eaglefmonline.com, also on the university's website, www.cctu.edu.gh. And ATL FM Cape Coast is picking the feed live. Bankam FM, Jokwa, Osipam FM, in Winneba, Nap Radio in Asimfosu, Benya FM in Elmina, Oman FM in Accra, and Castle FM here in Cape Coast. So we are everywhere, and so please again, distance is no barrier at all. In fact, we have you have all the platforms to join this biggest conversation here from the studios of Eagle 87.7. We have His Excellency President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And please, we are not picking calls. Yes, we gave our listeners ample time for phone calls. Now, let me find out from the first gentleman of the land. Just recently, we heard, from the NDC, the former President John Dramani Mahama. He was in the region just recently, and there were a whole lot of accusation that the NPP government is mismanaging the economy. What is your take on this one?
Really, what I can say is that with the record of his period in governance, I'm surprised that the former president would make these kind of statements. When you look at his record in the 4.5, nearly 5 years that he was in office, and you compare it to the period of our office, how somebody who, when he left office, was growing the economy at 3.4% a year, the lowest in 24 years. Inflation, 15% plus. Deficits across the board. Extremely unstable currency. Trade deficit. Minimum reserves quota for the country. That is the NDC. And then you're comparing the management of the economy with somebody who's grown the economy at the average of 7% on the average since he came into office, except for the COVID year. And even the COVID year, where economies went into recession around the world, the Ghanaian economy still managed marginally to record a positive rate of growth, where inflation has come down 5 clear points. Rates of interest have come down from 32% now to 20%, and we're working on bringing them down even further. Treasury bills have come down, from 19 to 30. I'm using these things as well as indices for the comparison. That somebody who has been in this trade deficit, trade surplus in my period, would have the temerity, if I may say so, respectfully, to accuse me of mismanagement when you look at his record. It baffles me. But then there are several things that he says that continue to be matters of great speculation for me. It's like this business about Commander Factory.
Exactly.
You're coming to that. The statement that he made about the Commander Factory, for instance, that it's wrong for us to accuse him of bungling the matter. He wouldn't be so stupid as to build a factory without
providing the raw materials.
So he went ahead, and his strategy was to go ahead and build the factory, and then afterwards go and look for the raw materials. I mean, that is against every principle of construction. It's like building a house and saying you're going to start from the roof before you have a foundation. How does the house get built? You're going to start from the roof when you haven't built a foundation. You would think that every industrial activity would begin with, first of all, what you want to do, what do you want to build, what do you want to produce. Once you've identified that, then it's clearly your next step has to be, what are the inputs? What are the things that you need to be able to feed into your factory to get your output?
Okay.
And you have therefore to be satisfied that when you start your producing, your production, those inputs are there.
Okay.
But we're told by him that that is not his way of looking at things. He will then build the roof, and once the roof has been built, then he will come down and then lay the foundation. You know that a house that is built on that principle will collapse.
Okay.
Just as Commander collapsed.
Okay, and Mr. President, what is the way forward for the Commander Sugar Factory? That's what people
and then I think it's right for them to want to know. The way forward is what is indeed that Chamateng, the very, very dynamic, energetic Minister for Trade and Industry, has been trying to do. First of all, our inheritance. A lot of money has gone into the Commander initiative. It was important for us, and yet nothing had happened. It was at a standstill when we came into office.
Okay, Mr. President, Messenaka Odi Abachi Kakamae.
You, well, now, Ministry of Trade, SRCC Babeshe, Sika, Abandi Ashimuno, and then the Sikano Yamaye. It turned out that the project was heavily overvalued. They then went forward to say that in the light of the overvaluation, they are going to look for interested investors to come and bids were brought in, an investor was chosen. All the various demands that he was making, the investor was making, at the end, he wasn't able to meet the conditions precedent. So, contract and right now, the ministry is working in such a way that would be your technical partner, at least to run the factory. Now, according to Chamateng and the people in the Ministry of Trade, arrangements are by the first quarter of 2022, now factory is going to start running again. It's a big albatross around the neck of the government. Commander Sugar Factory.
Okay.
Yes. It's kind of bebre ahye wo mu de da na nso so no yentumi nka say no nti no ye jemo kwan bia so se boabo no ahwa no na ye hwe kwan ya betumi ama ayedwuma
Okay.
Whatever be the case meba biom no
Okay.
meba biom next year so meba every year meba pro meba biom no we who said that's not the catch all that no edimu and the factory will be running again.
Okay, and he said Yeti is Enchuma, His Excellency is about the first quarter of 2022. Yenshe Enimokwan, the Commander Shiga Factrino, Ebejinani Nadi Papa. Now, Yenshe 2020 manifesto launch, you know, in Zamabebre and Accord Awasi, na Kasipa Ozimokoten airport, any harbor. For some months, and every time people have been complaining, even this day, today, activated phone lines, you know, people were talking about. So when are we going to?
First of all,
yes.
there's a clarification. The commitment was never to a harbor; it was to a landing site.
Okay.
It's very, very important. And you look inside the MPP page 88 of the MPP manifesto for the 2020 election. It was clear. And there are several landing sites that we have in the central region that are ongoing. Let me read you some of them. Of the landing sites that they have. And there's the phase for the first phase of the landing sites in the central region involves Senyabreku, which is what, 92, nearly 93% complete. Elmina, 13% complete. Moray, 78% complete. Winneba, 57% complete. And Gomoa Fete, 90% complete. And Mumford, 79, 80% complete. So that is the first phase of the landing sites that we're going to build. The second phase includes Cape Coast. And the idea would be that, once again, next year, that initiation will take place. So as far as the harbor, we have to be very clear in our mind. We never committed ourselves. I never said I was going to build a harbor in Cape Coast. I said I was going to build a landing site, like what I've done in these 6 other places in the central region. Cape Coast also will have its own landing site, and the construction of that will begin next year. The airport.
Yes.
The airport. I think the consensus is the idea is to build an airport for the western region, to build an airport for the central region, or to look at the possibility of building an airport situated between the two, which people of both regions would have access to. And that's the decision that has been taken. The studies about the location and the throughput are all ongoing. In fact, I believe in the case of the airport, it's virtually complete. Fortunately for you, the airport is also being undertaken by a minister from this area. Siama, who is the Minister of Transport, is the one who will be responsible for it. So the commitment to build the airport in Cape Coast, that one is 100% committed. Work is ongoing on it, and I think very, very soon, just as we have seen with Wa has been completed, O has been completed, Sunyani is almost complete. Cape Coast will also get its own airport. It's not a commitment that has been forgotten. The consultants have been engaged, and already the inception report has been handed in to the minister, and he's waiting for the draft feasibility report to be completed. But that is very much and also
and there has been accusations that I say NPP are buying any the people of Central Region, to be precise, Cape Coast. I know I think because
Hey,
they because yeah, share senior baby na kase one district one factory project near the commission. I say Cape Coast the shada who be yeah who factory be like employment opportunities near the
Akufo-Addo Fruits and Juices Limited.
Central region, but Cape Coast.
Casa de Ropa Factory. Peterfield and Red Limited. Ochanso Central Oil Mills. Tomorrow. And a lubricant factory also, so Ochanso, so Yababe Commission. Well, hospitals, Yababe in terms of agenda 111, there in the Central region, several. I think at least 7. Beaches are 7 dams in my bosses now. And roads, nearly 1,000 kilometers and 5 bridges is the commitment for the road development in the Central region, which is going to be completed by December of next year. And in the meantime, we're undertaking the asphaltic overlay of 15 kilometers of roads in Cape Coast and the rehabilitation and reconstruction of several roads. But you've seen them, I've seen them. Even driving here, I've seen the work that is going on. So, I mean, for the comment to be made that it's not that I'm neglecting the Central region, it's not specifically Cape Coast.
Okay.
And I have a whole program ahead of us. Into Rabba Barbara.
Yes.
Barbara said, what's it
for? And said you made and pay. And we are even glad that I mean, despite your busy or your tight schedule, we saw your time cry and the pay. And it's for an addition. His Excellency Nana at the Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Commatrichene Aha Anna Yezivesi Yada O Bibiara. I was in a cafe to Eagle 87 the Saviada Munarasi. Mikabium the President Orupano on ye Regional Minister Madame Marygood Justina Asanda Marson on ye Ora Eugene Ahin on also on Yunepe and Penny Fukudam Brain Sa was in a and the Anope. Da o BBR Osney Radio Noted to Eagle 87.7 ATL FM Bankam FM OCPAM FM. But finally, Maminko His Excellency ho na asama odi chato kura na fe yedi asoriso.
Oh, the me shase kan na se di kan Emma chief for Emma Fifi Mantem Funyina Jinapa Bujina Mene ma by Nechi, ma ye. Minuse Bibia in my Nevia, and Susan. I'm say, Ubiet me who say, my ambassador Baba Dada will be our Ghana. But said, boy, Michelle Ghana for, said Baby Bay, say this evening, Ghana for you, and who said, Cranham won't be dear. Me per se, Ubia Kosovo Gina Sano Crenechi. Niamboame na baby a pese de o man no kono ni titru fifi mantema baby a pese de o man no kono it means so it mean edu baby a ye hwehwe ti me damase so munya kwan ama me anapay e ba bi tie me.
Yes, yeah, that was the papa, yeah, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, yeah, Nana Papa and Nana pay with him now on the Nachichin Como Ewo Africa see the baby beer will be no, so yes, yeah, that was it. Na yeah, Calbium, the ATL FM of live, Bankam FM, so fun like Osipam FM, and Nap Radio, Benya, on Man FM. Yes, I am for call CBR, and to say call us our friend, yes, on the internet for call CPR and Tiada OBPR I say na Okaduma Wankasafin and Kadu and that Eagle 87.7.